Hello and welcome back, guys. This is 321 and welcome to another video on my channel. In this video, we're going to be doing a review with my cousin. Say hello.
Hello.
Yeah, and we're going to be doing a review on the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 3 controllers and how they both stack up and what we think about them. So starting off with the PlayStation 3 controller, there's an immediate difference between the actual analog things, between the actual handheldness of the controller. It is much more neater to hold than the PlayStation 3 controller. The PlayStation 3 controller little sticks that stick out, they're not as extended or not. They're just really pointy. But it depends what you how you think about gaming. And these are the PlayStation 4 controllers. As you can see, they are much more rounded at the end, and they are much more more thicker and more like the more fatter, which many people want in the gaming industry. Now, if we compare the sides, and maybe if my cousin actually holds up the other controller, if we compare both of the sides together, you can tell there's an immediate difference. The PlayStation 3 controller has like a little bent edge to it where my thumb is here, where the PlayStation 4 controller doesn't have that large bent edge. Going on to the front here, this is the main part of the controller. It's quite an important part here at the front, and there you can see the two charging cables. I believe the PlayStation 3 controller is the micro USB. I'm not exactly that sure. Correct me if I am wrong. And I don't know what the PlayStation 4's is, but this is an immediate difference, especially if you are playing some racing games or any sort of GTA. These thumbsticks here, this is how it is on the PlayStation 4, and if my cousin just hold it up for a second, this is how it is on the PlayStation 3, and it is much more steeper on the PlayStation 3, which not many users liked. But yeah, so they're just like the physical aspects of the controller. Getting on to the actual the inner core of the controller is you can see there's a speaker in the middle of the PlayStation 4 controller. And there's also a headphone jack which connects to some headphones which come with the PlayStation 3. These are some earphones that you can use in gaming, and these connect straight into the audio jack. And if you don't like using these crappy little one-eared piece headphones, you can always plug in some Beats, and they'll always work as well. We've also got a few other things, like there's a touchpad, and the touchpad has a click button on it, unlike the PlayStation 3 controller. Same with the thumbsticks. The thumbsticks are more have got like a little lip around them, as you can see there, unlike the PlayStation 3 controller, where it's just a rounded analog stick. The PlayStation 4 controller on the top is also more flatter, and it is more streamlined here. It's got a nice little bar indicating a few other things. It's also got motion. It's also motion activated, so that you can use it for motion and other things like that. Unlike the PlayStation 3, but the PlayStation 3 has lights on the front, just small little lights indicating what these indicating how many players are actually on the PlayStation 3 at the moment. This is a DualShock 3, kind of obvious, and the PlayStation 5 doesn't say anything like that. They just it's DualShock 4, but there's also a share button on the PlayStation 3 here, and there's also an options button, which is kind of unique. Unfortunately, there's no start or select button, but there is the home button, and the home button on the PlayStation 4 is just a massive, small little black button, unlike the PlayStation 3, where it's just massive and clear and looks a little bit better, which is what I personally think. And there, as you can see, the PlayStation 3 controller turning on, and this is the PlayStation 4 controller turning on. I think the PlayStation 4 controller personally looks a lot more cooler, especially when you're playing in the dark. It really lights up a lot of the room, as I'm showing you now. So here, it's actually really cool, and this is also motion activated, so it can light up many different things. And it's also got a difference between the D-pad. The D-pad is also more flatter and just more unique technically. And there's many differences, but what I think are the main differences are these analogs here. It's much more easy to play first-person shooters and racing games using these analogs rather than the steeper PlayStation 3 ones. You can get add-ons for the PlayStation 3, but it's just not. It's just kind of annoying having to buy extra things. But the most annoying thing, which is what many people say in the reviews of this PlayStation 4 controller, is about these thumbsticks on here. They usually wear out, and outer plastic layer. Something. Yeah, so we're back, guys. Sorry for that little cut off, right there. But continuing on, the PlayStation 4 controller has many more features to it, especially like if you're playing a first-person shooter game. If a bullet flies past you in Killzone or Call of Duty Ghosts or something, you will hear it through this small little speaker here instead of coming out your TV speaker, which is really, really cool. And you also have your headphones there, which I think is really cool for many people, instead of having to buy a full-on headset, USB headset to connect to your PlayStation 4 itself. And I think that's really cool. The PlayStation 4 controller also works with the PlayStation 3, which is also very cool, because at the moment in the UK, the price difference between them is only £10. So if you pay £10 more, then you get much more better item for just £10 more, which is just really cool, rather than having to pay £40 for this thing and then having to pay £50 for this thing. You'd rather pay just £20 extra, and you should be able to get a much better and neater controller. But yeah, as I was saying, these control things here, they usually wear off when people play first-person shooters. The outer layer, the rubber layer, actually wears off quite often, which is what many people have been saying in the reviews. So what people have been doing is that they've been buying Control Freaks, which extends these slightly, and what they do is that they stop your physical controller analogs from wearing down. Instead, you actually wear out the Control Freaks. So now my cousin has something to say, as I've been blabbering on about the two controllers. And what do you think is better personally?
Ps4.
Yeah, personally, I also think about the Ps4. So here is the winner of the just the versus thing of the PlayStation controllers, and personally I think it's the PlayStation 4. Same with my cousin. One is also compatible with the PlayStation 3, which is also cool. And yeah, so if you guys enjoyed the video, it'd help me out a lot if you could hit that like button and subscribe. It helps me and my channel grow. I'll leave a link in the description to my cousin's channel, and he does some cool tech videos on there as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Adios.